What's up? What's going on, D-Nail from Oregon? All right, guys. Just excuse me. I wanted to hop on for a few minutes. I don't have much time, but thought I'd hop on and hit a couple levels. Before what's up, Steve? What's up, ER? Errol? D-Nail? I was just looking over things for a few minutes. What's up, Brian? Justin? Jay Desi, what's up? What's up? I've got I got a few minutes before my show tonight up here in Virginia. Shed Rock Pronta. So I wanted to hit some levels with you guys, and we'll do a longer live tomorrow. But I wanna stay consistent with everybody what we can, all I can. I am here for you guys. What's up, Julius? So, we keep. I'm not a swing trader. We've obviously been in a big uptrend here. I had it marked. I think I had it about like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Something like that. I took my lines off a few days ago. It was tweezing down when we got up in here. It was starting to, like wedge out. If we catch this, it's like just about a perfect channel. We've come down out of that channel. We've sort of made a double bottom here around this 578.50 level. What's up, Shelly? What's up, Hawkins? Kibo, Mark. Hope everybody's doing okay this weekend. Like I said, I got a show tonight getting ready to go to, and I just wanted to hop on, take a few minutes with everybody because I won't be on tonight. We'll do a longer live tomorrow and hang out some tomorrow night maybe, or possibly midday. We'll see. We'll do something tomorrow though. But these are the levels I'm watching. We're trying to make our way back down into this structure back here. I've had this marked forever. If you've been on any of my lives, we've looked at this a bunch. What's up, Kitty? Every time we come down to it, these are 4 hours. Let's do 1 hour. Every time, these got down to the top. This got down in it a little bit. Reversal. Came down and checked it again here. Reversal. Got it again here. Reversal. We just can't break it. This one here again, same level. It's like a double bottom with this. It's really the level to break. This stuff back here is pre-market. I don't put too much stock in this. On this 1 hour candle, there's only 500,000 on volume. Not a bad one, but getting into these candles, we're talking about 4 million, 5 million, 8 million. So you can see it's probably more up in here. 580, somewhere in there. We're sitting right on it, man. We're sitting right on it. If we break these lows, you guys should mark this on your charts. 578.50 is the number. What's up, Red? My pleasure, man. My pleasure. So, put this on your chart, man. 578.50. Let's go down to a 5 minute. This was I called this one Friday if anybody took it. Had problems with Discord posting, but I did call this Friday for a reversal play. And it paid nice, man. We were sitting on lows right in here. Right here. I got wicked out once and then got back in right here. And I kept looking at this. This was the main indicator for me. If we go back and look at this. Look at this RSI right here, guys. Where are we? These are things that I want everybody to learn how to pay attention to. So, if I'm not on or Josh ain't on, you're catching this stuff easily. I was in my vehicle when I caught this. We're way oversold right here on a 1 hour time frame, which, in generally speaking, we're going to pop off of it. It might not be a huge move, but on an option, if I can get in down here at 578 and ride this puppy to 584, that's a big move on an option, Yeah, Keith. So bounce or break lower. This was a good place for risk. Somebody asked me that same day why I didn't. We were right here, and they were like, "Do you want to go? Why are you going against the trend, Mike? Why not? Why aren't we getting into calls?" Well, I don't want to buy at the top for calls. I want to buy at the bottom. I want to sell at the top. It's a reverse mentality thing. And even if we look where I had this volume profile, look what we're trying to come back into here. Let's go on a 1 hour. We bounced off of this shelf. This shelf is holding us, guys. This volume shelf. Here's a 4 hour. See this? It's right here. Right here's the biggie, 578.50. Exactly. Well, that's what I just told you to mark. 578.50. This is hanging on more than this. This will still hold us up a little bit, maybe. 576.50. We break that. We're coming on down into here. So keep your eyes on this. Now, it wouldn't surprise me to get a bounce Monday and retest 586. There's a little bit of a gap in volume right here in between this area. So I think we could bounce here, retest up towards 586, 586.30, maybe 588 before coming on down. The daily pressure is still there. The daily down pressure. Let's look at the RSI here. See? We're still pointing down on the daily. MACD crossed the zero line back here, bearish. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to come back down here and test this 570 area. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Obviously, it's probably not a straight shot down. Justin, the yellow and the blue. Blue is up volume. Yellow is down volume. I use this often I use it small and big time frames, but I use it on large time frames to find gaps in trading volume. This is called fixed range volume profile. And it allows you to measure whatever period of time you want to measure. So if I want to go back and catch all of this, I can. I can go back here. However far I want to go back. But I'm trying to get past this last, there's big support here. 563. I don't see us breaking that. But when I measure this, I want to go back past the point of the biggest consolidation that I found, and that's this and this right here. I could put that up there for you too. Right in here. I like drawing boxes, and then I like playing the break out of those boxes. So if I take this volume profile off, you see, a little easier to see on a 4-hour probably. There we go. So anytime I broke those boxes, it's a play. Or you can play the range of the box too, you know what I mean? So when I measure my fixed range volume profile, I'll start at the beginning, and then when I want to go back, I could catch this last move. But since we're on a big time frame, I want to catch what I'm looking to break down to, or what I'm looking to maybe break down towards. So I want to catch at least this structure and measure it. And you can see we're at the bottom of this range of volume. Here's the 4-hour. Let's do a 6-hour and the daily. So I think those levels are pretty solid. 578.50. If we start breaking that, making new lows, the ultimate break will be 577, about 576.80. We go on a 1 hour. There's not much down there, but except there, this is that last structure I had over here on TradingView. That's this structure on TradingView. See, same thing. I just highlight it different. That's what we're trying to come down into. And I think we'll test the bottom of that range, 575. I'm sort of looking for a bounce Monday. On the upper side, this is going to change when Monday opens pre-market, guys, so I don't put a whole lot of stock into these levels, but like as of right now, I want to clear 584.50 for a run back towards 587. And then I'd want to clear, this day here was junk garbage. That's about the top of that move. I'd want to clear all this. 589.50. So there's you a few levels to be looking for. I would want calls over 584.50. If we can bust that, I would want to run calls back towards 587. That's how my thought process is. Over 587, we can get back to 589.50. So this is the way I play. I just levels at a time. ER, you could probably trade right on Robinhood right now. I think they have overnight sessions or something, but you cannot trade options. Options market is opening bell till 4:15 Eastern, till closing bell at 4 o'clock, and then some options give you extra 15 minutes, like these big ETFs and stuff. Okay. Can you please help me understand if the strike price should be above or below? Okay, Price chance. Red nucleus. I'll hit your question first. If I've bought, everybody's different. Your risk tolerance is different. Everybody's different. So, let's say you buy a call. Let's pull an option up. We're gonna look at calls here. If I were looking at this chart right now, I would be, there's more room to the upside than there is the downside. Okay, so I would probably be looking for calls once we got over VWAP right here. If we were live trading right now. So let's pull up options. I'm gonna go to, you can go puts here, calls, and I have 30 displayed. 15 strikes in the money, 15 strikes out of the money. If I were going to buy one right now, I would buy this first one out of the money to 581. You know, we closed at 580.50, so naturally the next strike is 581. It's trading at $2. Okay, if I buy this for $2, Red Nucleus, I would automatically set my stop loss at about $1.80 to give myself some room in case of a spike, and I would go in light. And especially if I think I've got an early entry and I'm not super sure, I would only go in light. I'd take one contract, no more than one or two. Then if it clears my next area, like let's say we clear VWAP, then I would consider adding one or two. And each one of those contracts, I would, depending on the entry, I would want to know what my risk is on a dollar amount. So if I even though it cost me $200, I'm not risking $200. I'm risking what I want to risk. I would, at $2, I would probably start it off at $1.75 or $1.80, and then go from there. Now, I would want to say, I'm willing to risk $25 a contract. Percentage wise, it's hard for anybody to sit here and say, oh, set it at 20%. Well, if you're buying out of the money a little bit, 20% might not be that much. 20% can fly. So it just depends on which strike you're buying. We usually recommend one or two out of the money. What's up, Tamir? What's up, Ace? So, Red, I won't hold it, not for a percentage, but if I've made up my mind, $25 a contract risk, if it clears that and I'm down $25, I'm out. I'll adjust accordingly. I hope that makes sense. Some people say 25%, 30%. I'm just, it's up to each individual, because if you're trading with a big account or a small account, it makes a difference. So it's really on you. I think it's the best practice to tell yourself a dollar amount that you're willing to risk before you get in the trade. That's my idea. Okay, guys. I don't have much time. I've got a show tonight. Increase. That's weird. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, man. So we go back to Prashanth Kolar, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, Ace, you can count on me Tuesday and Thursday morning for my own, and then I'm with Josh most of the time Wednesday, Friday. Those are my scheduled times. And now, as far as recapping and doing lives with the family, I'm trying to do those in the evening time, nighttime. Sometimes it's 8:00 Eastern or so. It just depends on the day. But I'm trying to get on with you guys live just about every evening through the week and spend time with y'all. That's because that's what I'm here for. It's what I want to do. And y'all are supporting me, so I appreciate it big time. Remember, you can go in the video description. That's where my referral link is. Anybody that wants to support me, you can unsubscribe from the Discord, resubscribe with my link, and that's how I get supported. I didn't put the tip jars in today. I'm not going to be here long, guys. And I usually got my tip jars in there for PayPal and all that stuff. It's okay today. I'll go back to this question here, Prashanth. Can you please help me understand if the strike price should be above or below than the stock price when you are trading option calls or puts? Okay, Prashanth. Thanks, Mark. Okay, to do with that question, if you're buying calls for a day trade, which is what I do, you pull your options up, make sure your calls are highlighted, not puts. And Prashanth, what this does, you can display on Webull however many strikes you want to display. I usually got 30. That gives me 15. These are called in the money. And from this point down is called out of the money. Okay, why is it called that? Because the price of the stock right now is $5.80 or below. So that means it's already hit that strike. It's already got there. It's already got to $5.79. It's already gotten to $5.78. You understand? So these are called in the money. You can buy these. There's nothing wrong with that. But because if you go out of the money more, these have higher percentage moves. I guess because of the volatility. I'm not really good with these Greeks, guys. Is it the open interest that provides a higher percentage move? So we usually buy the further you get out of the money. So we're saying, I'm saying I want the stock to get to 581. It doesn't have to get to 581, but because it's not got there yet, it's cheaper. Each strike above where the price is cheaper. Okay. And just likewise, if you were looking at puts, it's the opposite. If we wanted to go out of the money, I would want to go below where the stock price is saying. So if I want to say neither one is right or wrong, but some provide different opportunity. If you're in the money, they're less volatile, but they'll move a little slower. Out of the money, if you're catching it right, are going to move better for you and give a little higher return. They're higher risk, higher return. In the money, lower risk, lower return. So that's why we try to buy close to in the money. If I were to go in puts here, I would probably get a 579. They're a little cheaper, and I could maybe swing one or two more. So, but it's still close to in the money, so the volatility's not horrible. Hope that makes sense. Also, if you want to slow the volatility down, you can go out an extra day on the expiration date. Like you could go out to the 14th. These will be a little more because they're out another day in expiration, and then buy at the money or in the money, right close to the money, and it'll move a little slower for you. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Evangel, on the SPY, I always buy market order because you can see there's just not much difference in the bid and the ask. Few cents difference on the SPY. I would rather get in the trade and know I'm getting in the trade. If I do a limit order, I might get left behind and miss the trade. Same with my stop loss. I do a hard stop, which is a market order, and it's going to get me out. If I do a stop limit order, it might not feel. Okay? Okay, Ace, thank you. Has a higher delta. My bad. I see that. Okay. Okay, guys. So I gave you a few levels. Mark these on your charts. We'll hit it again tomorrow sometime. I'll try to give like an hour heads up before I get on. This was just spur of the moment. Salish, thank you, brother. Guys, if you want to support me, go to my link and subscribe with my link. It's in the comments of the video, or it's always on the Discord. If you go to Spy Lord under Crown Traders, you can go where it says pinned messages. That's also where my Weeble stop loss and buy order video is. It's pinned there, so it'll always be right there. And then my link is right here for the Discord. If you want to support me, you can support me that way. And anything else? I think that's it. That's about all I got time for today. Don't forget to smash the like button. More questions. Sorry. How do you deal with fake outs, or how do you recognize it? It's good to have a delta of at least 40 for day trades. Okay, Hawkins, I like that, man. How do you deal with fake outs, or how do you recognize it? Red. I hope the more live we go, the more I can show you that. And it takes time to start seeing those things. But I knew here. Let's look at here on this big downtrend, right? This one right here. I want to look at a higher time frame, first of all. And I go to this higher time frame, I think it's right here. This is why I bought calls down here, man. Because I go to a higher time frame, and even though this MACD was still kind of pointing downwards for us, but look at this RSI. I really pay attention to the RSI on a big time frame, man. I see this thing under 30. On a 1 hour chart, man, I don't want to buy puts. It's already ran down so much. It's oversold. What's up, Circle Pit? Please create a playlist on my YouTube, Salish. Okay, I could do that. So as a rule of thumb for a fake out, if I'm sitting here watching the 5 and I am like second guessing myself, hey, man, this looks like it wants to go lower. Well, I got a reversal on a small time frame for one right here on the MACD. That was one indicator. Now, the second indicator I wanted to say was I want to look at a big time frame. I want to look at the 1 hour. And I want to see what the 1 hour was doing. So when I came down and bought these calls down here, I bought them because the 1 hour RSI was so oversold. If we were coming down anymore, it wasn't going to be much. And I got kicked out once on a stop loss and got back in because it was just a wick and the candle never closed under. So if I go back to a 5, let's do auto. I go back to the 5. I had my line actually right here when we wicked on that candle, and I tried to enter on this red candle, and then I got wicked out right here. And I couldn't signal because the Discord was messed up. It wouldn't let me post. I couldn't signal to get back in here, but I got back in here. And I rose 67 or 68%. I cut at VWAP right here, which made sense. I got 578.50 to 581.50. That's plenty for me. Now, I got this first red candle. I could have held, probably should have held, because it didn't break the 9. Remember, guys, I used the 9 EMA as my trend. But I was so happy with profits, I didn't care. I just cut it and let it go. And then when we were on live that afternoon, I made calls right here for everybody. We took a call and ran this candle up. I got kicked, and some people held all the way. This was my target was 580. I remember it's 583.20. It was right here. We hit this and got all the way to my number. and then passed it. So right here's what I want to overcome for the next set of calls, 584.50. That's why I gave that level to you a minute ago. Ready for success. I tried Lux Algo ready, and I just don't have the time to learn it right now. I will say it is a great tool, but you need to be ready to spend some time. And without learning it properly, it's very detailed. It's very, very detailed. And I will say they have great support, and they have their own Discord page that you get for free, and there's a guy that teaches on there. And then the other guy that Josh teams up with Investing Bros, that guy's crazy good with Lux Algo. So you should subscribe to his stuff if you're interested in it. The support's there to learn it. I just didn't want, I didn't feel like putting that time into it right now. I tried it for a few months. It's good, but I can't sit here and tell you everything about it. I wish I could. It's a third-party indicator that runs through TradingView. And I mean, it's dynamite, but I let mine go just because I wasn't using it a lot. So, are you doing your levels on the 5-minute one? Evangel, I'll use 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. Bigger time frames, but I'll back it up with the 15s and the 5s sometimes. Intraday, I'll watch the 5 minutes and the 15s, and I can find, like, look at the highs of this day lines up with the lows of this day right here. We came down under it, but it got stopped a bunch right here on this same line. So that's going to be resistance. 589.50, that's going to be resistance when we get there. You can break this and run it back to 592.40. I can see that right now, 100%. I don't say 100%. High likelihood. If you get over this line, see, all these start making sense when you start lining them up. Mark your highs, mark your lows of the day. It helps the following day or the following week. It'll come back into play. So, hopefully that helps y'all out. Every morning when we find the morning structure, whether it's a print, you have to take the trade either way. Why are you always hesitant? Because man, I think, and I'm still new to this, like being a leader here. I guess sometimes I'm hesitant because if there's, like especially on Josh's lives, if 500-600 people in there, I feel that pressure, and I'm still getting used to it. And most of the time I'm right. Here's your morning structure there. There's morning structure. This was a pretty easy call on this day. Only thing that would have made me hesitant, this 5 minute was pretty oversold, but it still flushed under it. That was a good rundown Friday. Morning market works a lot, but I don't like holding all day unless it's continuing. I don't want to hold calls back all the way up to here and wait for another downturn. If I got this candle here, I would have been out. Yeah, I'm doing better only if you knew the big boys moves. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the vote of confidence. It's just a big weight. It's a big weight. I try not to mislead people. Still getting used to it, man. It's just a few weeks for me, guys. Doing this full time. It's, y'all been so supportive. Got me over 1,100 subscribers now on YouTube. Thank you. I get more confident every day. So we'll get it, man. We'll get it. I called that reversal perfect Friday. I called it right here. It was a banger move. All right, guys, I got to go. I got to go get set up. Do all that stuff. I got a show tonight. I love y'all. Appreciate you big time. Hit me on Discord if you got a question. Remember how you can go support me through my link for the Discord. And I'll put my tip jars in the next video. I didn't put them in this one. Y'all been really kind to me. Thank you. Just you can at me at Spylord in the Discord, and I think I get back to everybody. I sure do try to. All right. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow sometime. All right. Peace. Thanks, Hawk.